The Academy Awards will be handed out tonight in Hollywood, and entertainment commentator Stephen Ken is back with us to predict tonight's winners. Good morning, Stephen, and welcome back.
Good morning, Melissa.
Seems like you're becoming a regular part of our Sunday morning show during this entertainment season.
There's so many movies to talk about.
There really are. All right, so before we get to the award specifics, let's talk a little bit more about the feeling and the mood of tonight. The Me Too movement. It's been big and played a several role in several other awards shows. Do you think that that is going to be a trend and a theme of the Academy Awards tonight, or are they going to be focusing more on the movies themselves?
Well, it's definitely going to be a factor, right? And your host for the evening is Jimmy Kimmel, and he is no stranger to politics or controversy. He has made a name for himself in the past year by injecting himself into the nation's hottest conversations, including Me Too, gun control, and healthcare. So I would expect him to bring the same sort of heat tonight. The one thing that he has said, though, is that he does not want tonight to be about people reliving their sexual assaults. And I think that that is something worth remembering, that they want to come here and talk about their work. So tonight, I would expect a little bit less than what we've seen in the past, but it will be in the backdrop and be part of the jokes and the dark humor that is going to be presented.
Okay, so let's talk about the supporting categories. Best Supporting Actress. Who do you think is going to take this one?
Well, this is definitely Allison Janney's to lose. She's the supporting actress from I, Tonya, and she plays Tonya Harding's mother. She is a tough cookie.
Yeah, she is.
So this movie has sort of just come up from behind, and she has picked up every win in the awards season for Best Supporting Actress, and she's going to continue that trend tonight. No offense to the other actresses in the category, but there's just not a lot of stiff competition this year in terms of the movies. I think someone who could come behind might be Mary J. Blige in Mudbound. It's a Netflix movie, and it's fantastic, but Allison really has this one locked in.
And I mean, her role in that, her acting, in my opinion, was just supreme. How she was able to pull off the meanness of that character.
So
and,
funny.
You know, throwing her daughter around. I think it's great. Okay, moving on to the men. Same category. Who do you think is going to take Best Supporting Actor, the Oscar tonight?
Well, I'll tell you who I think should to start. Willem Dafoe in The Florida Project is just magical. I mean, he plays this mentor figure who runs a motel where a lot of lost young boys are sort of wandering around this hotel trying to get a focus on their lives. And he plays a de facto father figure in this movie. He's been in the industry a long time, and he's not picked up this award yet. I think it's his time. Who I do think is going to win this is going to be Sam Rockwell from 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. He has sort of scooped up everything this award season and has really picked up some momentum. So he's got a lot of force behind him, and his movie was sort of the star of the season as well as The Shape of Water. I think it's going to be Sam Rockwell, but I'd really like to see Willem Dafoe pull this one off.
There you go. Well, we have a lot more to talk about. We're going to be talking more with Stephen about other major categories in the Oscars coming up throughout the morning.